Now then, people, it's Joe, it's all Leeds TV, and it is time for your Leeds versus Everton post-match chat. Before we get going, as it says down below, please smash a like on the video. Let's see if we can get a massive amount of likes on this video as Leeds went to Goodison Park and got 3 points with a wonder strike from Rafinha. Please help us get to 20k. It's greatly appreciated. But let's talk about that Leeds United game. It felt like it was going to be like last week. I said at half-time, it's happening again. How many chances did Leeds United create? Just on that, there was a total of 38 shots in total in that game, up there with the most in the Premier League this season. Leeds continued to go. Listen, they were relentless, the intensity throughout, and they were much better than Everton. But Everton did have chances as well. That is actually Everton's worst defensive display in 3 years in terms of XG. So that tells you just how good of a performance that was. And that's not because Everton were poor. That's because Leeds United were just great. I was thinking, I was saying it on the watch-along at half-time. I said, if this ends 0-0, I'm looking at that Everton and Arsenal game thinking, bloody hell, we should have had 6 points because we deserve to win both games. And people will be looking at Leeds United and talking about them again because there's a weak narrative around Leeds United. Well, I hope people need to stand up because every team that come up against us know they've been in the game. Everton were paggered towards the end. We were scintillating in that first half. I thought Everton did better in the second half at times. But towards the end, we just deserved it. That's the ultimate thing. Big shout out Calvin Phillips. Absolutely amazing performance. I remember when we were down in the Championship, I remember it clear as day, talking to my friend who was a Sunderland fan, and I was saying, listen, Calvin Phillips, you need to watch out for him. He's going to play for England, and it's like, not so sure. Then when he gets his England call up prior to getting us actually playing Premier League football, and people are saying he doesn't deserve it, well, look at that performance and tell me you don't deserve it. Tell me you don't deserve it. It was absolutely unreal. 94% pass accuracy, the majority of them coming in the opposition half. He just ran the show. I look at Decore and a lot was made of Alan and Decore. I thought Alan was decent, but Decore, I was like, what? I didn't even think he was all that, We kept Dominic Calvert-Lewin quiet. James obviously popped up a few times, but we kept DCL quiet. That's a huge feat. He scored, 16 in 15 games or 16 in 16 now? Absolutely unreal performance from the lads. Look, Everton were without Digne, we were without Coleman, and it showed. Obviously, we did get joy down the wings. I still think we get joy down the wings if them two were playing, but maybe not so much. Everton persisted with playing it out from the back, and when they were getting caught a few times, they'd pass it back to Pickford, and Pickford would send it long. Pickford was kamikaze at time, but Pickford had a great performance. If it weren't for Jordan Pickford, Everton would have gone down 3-4, and I predicted 3-1. I'm just gutted, that we aren't converting the chances. Someone said to me on the stream, relax, Joe, because it was absolutely amazing, but we could get more. Rafinha was absolutely unreal. And what a snip for me at 17, 18 million, whatever we've paid for Rafinha. I thought he was absolutely unreal today, and you can understand why he's now got that start in the side. I was calling for it before Costa was taken out because every time he came on, he did something. He did something against Palace. He did something against Villa. He was great against Arsenal. And then tonight he gets his goal, and it's well-deserved because he's just fitted in, like a hand in a glove. He's just been absolutely immense. Look, Meslier was great in goal. He did make a mess up at one point to James. And to be honest, 9 times out of 10, you're thinking James scores. He tries to chip him. But no, Meslier gets back on his line because he's got long limbs. Can't say that about the counterpart. Maybe if his limbs were a little bit longer, he saves the one from Rafinha. But it's a great goal from Rafinha through God for his legs, and Leeds United leave, Goodison Park 1-0. And let's not understate this fact. Everton's worst defensive display in terms of XG in over 3 years. And that's not because they were poor. That's because Leeds United did that. That's what I mean. People need to recognise, back-to-back clean sheets now. 4 points from the last two when we've played Arsenal and Everton. Chelsea up next. Leeds are in fine fettle. Leeds are in great form. Thought Matthias Klick was great again. Ayling was really good. I thought Koch and Cooper at times got found wanting a little bit. But, we're going to find that because our centre-backs, I do really rate Koch, and I think he'll go, turn into a great snip at just 13 million. But if you look at the rest of the centre-backs in the division, Cooper's not up there with the top level, so he is going to get found wanting at times. It is what it is. But it's all about the team effort with Leeds United, and I thought the team tonight were absolutely fantastic. During the live stream, I'm questioning Bielsa because I'm thinking, come on, make some changes. I'd have liked to see Rodrigo earlier. I don't know why Rodrigo's not playing. I think he should be, personally, just my opinion. Costa comes on. Costa should score. He gave the ball away a couple of times as well in the little cameo he did. Paverde came on, looked bright again. You know, that's when Costa should score. Paverde does delve through his legs. He's in. He cuts it back to Click. Rodrigo can't get his foot on it. Falls to Costa. Should be 2-0. But then again, we're saying this all the time. It should be 2, 3, 4. But I'm okay because we've won. It's 3 points. You know, I know it sounds a little bit downbeat because the performance was absolutely amazing. Leeds United have arrived. We already know they've arrived, but people are starting to take note because we dominated Arsenal and we dominated Everton. But Everton did have chances, you know. And maybe if Digne and Coleman are in, maybe it's a different game. I'm not so sure. But Leeds were fantastic again from minute one. We were much better in the first half, in my opinion. But big shout out Calvin Phillips. Absolutely immense performance. Better side. Everton did look dangerous, but we dominated. We were relentless, and our intensity was second to none. There's no team in this division for me that can keep up with Leeds United's intensity. There's not. There just isn't, you know. And I'll say it again. Everton's worst defensive display in over 3 years in terms of XG, and that's because of Leeds United. You can't say this Leeds United side doesn't create. They will come a game, and I feel like I'm repeating myself because we used to say this in the Championship. There will come a game where we hit people for a few goals. You know, we've seen we can score goals. We did against Liverpool. We did against Fulham. You know, we just need to get it. But this is the thing. It's not through poor efforts for me. The efforts are decent. We've just come into 2 goalkeepers in scintillating form in Pickford and Leno in the last game, and we've been unlucky. You know, Harrison hit the post. Harrison should score earlier on. I think Rafinha has a header as well. That's just a brilliant save. Alioski gets through, and I think it was offside. But if it had gone to VAR, I think he's on. You know, he should score. There's so many chances. But Leeds United have won, man, and that's all that counts, man. Leeds United have won 3 points. 3 points back on the board. 2 clean sheets in the row. What happened to this defence? You know, we can't defend, apparently. We leak goals. At the back, apparently. 2 clean sheets against Everton and Arsenal. Have that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Do you know what I mean? And that takes Leeds United to 11th in the table on 14 points. You know, we should beat Arsenal. We'll be in 6th. You know? This Leeds United side will do bits. Believe me. Tough game next week against Chelsea, but one I can't wait for. It's going to be some weaker build-up. You know? I can't wait for it. But just absolutely over the moon with massive 3 points because we needed to get a win. And we've done that after some poor performances against Leicester and Crystal Palace. If they happen at different points of the season, we probably don't give them that much focus. But because they came one after another, you know, 8 goals conceded, there's a lot of focus on it. Leeds have come back after the international break. The peppered Arsenal should have won the game. Yeah, made Arsenal look terrible. I mean, they are pretty terrible. Tapas Pulis and all that sort of stuff. But we made them look terrible. And then we've made Everton look ordinary. We've kept Dominic Calvert-Lewin quiet. You know, I was on a stream last night and someone's saying, oh, Everton are going to run away with it. They're going to score early. No, Leeds dominated from minute 1. Rafinha was immense. Calvin Phillips run the show. Forget about Declan Rice, you know, forget about him. Sorry, Corey. But Calvin Phillips is the man that England need in that DM because he's absolutely unreal. Probably one of his best performances in a Leeds United shirt, you know. Immense tonight. Meslier again. People question Meslier. Great goalkeeping. He makes that save from Dukoric because this is the thing, and me and Oscar was saying it on the stream. Whoever scored that first goal would have won tonight. I can't believe it was just 1-0. You know, I can't believe it. And it's just through unluckiness. It's not through poor finishing. This is the thing. People who don't watch the game will go, Leeds, yeah, they just need a better striker. That's everyone's go-to. You need a better striker. It's BS. Bamford's doing bits. Bamford's running. His movement is second to none. He's absolutely immense. It's just not falling. You know, look at the keepers. Someone's going to be on the end of a hiding. Believe me. And let's hope it's Chelsea. But I'm going to leave it there because you've seen a lot of me tonight. You're going to be seeing me live at 9 o'clock as well when we do our player ratings. I'll leave you with this. Please smash a like. Help all Leeds TV get to 20k. It's been a pleasure. We're going to do an opposition post-match tomorrow. We're going to do player ratings tonight. We'll be seeing you Monday, of course. We're going to try and game to get something out every single day of the week for you Leeds United fans. So smash a like and please hit subscribe. Buzzing with the points, buzzing with 3 points, 11th in the table. Come on, that top 10 finish is still there, boys. 10 games in. I know I'm counting my chickens before I've hatched, but you know what I'm like. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us on the watch along. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in a bit. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds!